Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Salosa, and welcome to Overanalyze, which is, of course, my awesome Overwatch coaching series. Now, a bit of a disclaimer before we start this video. My voice is going, so I will choke to death during this video, and I will also be drinking quite a lot from my wonderful... oh, yes, just to keep my throat nice and... smooth. Alright, so what we've got today, in fact, before I get into what we've got today, if you would like to send your videos into this series, then what you need to do is email overanalyzedow@gmail.com with a link to a YouTube upload of the game that you have played. In the description of this email, the very first line must be a link to the video, and then you can describe what the hell happened. The title, though, has to be very specific, or I will just completely reject the emails. It needs to say the hero, then there needs to be a dash, and then it needs to say your... well, sorry, even I got that wrong. It needs to be your SR-hero-map that you played on. Hero can be heroes as well. All right. So what have we got today? Before I take another drink, holy hell. This is going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle, but we're going to do it. Right, we're going to look at Roadhog. This is a 3,350 rated Roadhog player on Watchpoint Gibraltar, and the notes are as follows. I am a Roadhog main. I have bad accuracy, okay? I'm not very talkative, okay? I played defensively. My hook accuracy wasn't good, and this isn't my best game. But that's fine. We never have our best games, really. Let's get stuck into this, and let's see what happens. Let's go. So, we're looking at Hero War, who's apparently not very talkative. Or so he says. But he said hello.
Hello.
That's fine. Okay, so we'll quick look at the team. Yeah, obviously you're Roadhog. That's great. We've got a Soldier. That's great. We got a Reinhardt, obviously. We've got a Lucio, we've got a Genji, and we've got a Mercy, which, okay, it's fine. We've got two healers, that's kind of good enough. Genji is actually changing, so that's not too bad.
Guys,
Crew McCree.
Defense here is going to lose.
That's... I don't know what this guy just said, but that is a good swap there, Genji friend. Alright, so, what we're going to be looking at here is positioning. Positioning is a big thing with Roadhog, because there's two things that Roadhog needs to really do, right? He's either destroying the Reinhardt barrier, right, or he's going for cheeky flanking picks. And I will tell you right now, in solo queue, the reason why Roadhog players can typically get very high is because Roadhog is extremely strong at flanking and taking out people. If you remember when I made the video how I got to Grandmaster with State Bake, well, I played a lot of Soldier, but a lot of my earlier tactics to get up into Grandmaster, and even through High Masters, centered around being extremely strong when it came to flanking. So I quickly flank, get a pick, and then return back to the team. It's so strong. Being able to remove a player from the game is so strong, especially when the teams are not coordinated. So, what I'm seeing right here is not great positioning, so I'm going to take a drink to wash that filth away. We shouldn't really be standing here, and I don't like what is going on. I don't like this. You're making me ill. I don't like teams standing here. Like, if anything, we should be standing on the high ground or just go behind the bridge. Right, so you're going for a cheeky hook. That's bad. You could see she bubbled. You watch the bubble. You got to move now. You absolutely have to move. Right, we've got to pause this here, because what happened there is you were cheeky, right? You were very cheeky. You went for the hook here, which is fine. That is totally fine. But you watched her bubble, then threw the hook anyway. Waste of the hook, right? Then you move back to here. This is the problem, right? Their Roadhog came running up here, and he's going to throw his hook in this direction, which he did, and he got your McCree. If you still had your hook, which you should have had, right? Because you shouldn't have thrown it at Zarya because she used a bubble, you could have hooked him and killed him. That's why the hook is such a beautiful thing. All right, let's carry on. Alright, fair enough, you go down and kill him. But this is, like, pointless. Like, killing him there doesn't really make any difference because he's just going to respawn and get back. If you die there, it's really bad. That's why I hate this position. Like, I absolutely hate this. Teams should not be defending here. It is the worst position possible. If anything, they should be up here, like, above on this container, right? Just for a few kind of quick picks down here, and then they want to back off. But all that comes down to communication. And if, like, the player's not going to listen, then obviously you need to just stay with your team. So it's okay knowing where the best position is, but sometimes you have to just concede that, play with the team, which is fine. Alright, so... What? Your Reinhardt has just jumped off onto the payload, where I presume all of their team is. This is not going to go well. Where are you going? Like, where are you going here? You need to back up here. You need to go back. Back to the server room, not here. Okay. Alright. See, like... I know what you were trying to do there. You were trying to get the kill. But the thing is, if you look at the kill feed, right, we've lost 2 people and we've only killed 1 with Soldier. Yeah, maybe you could have killed Diana there and it might have stopped the push, but the payload is still moving, as far as I'm aware.
Sleeping?
Yeah, look at this. That is all of that is on the payload, so it wouldn't have mattered even if you killed Diana. This would still move pretty far through the car wash. Right, so you're in a bad position here, so you need to get the hell out. Get the hell out. This is cool. Work on the barrier. Yeah. So in this, like, this is the thing where I was talking about a little bit earlier on with the two faces of Roadhog. Let me just take a drink. Holy hell. So you either want to be going for cheeky flanks, getting cheeky picks, or being aware of when people are going to try and flank your team so you can get them with a hook. Because remember, you can basically kill almost everybody unless it's another Roadhog, or I think you can actually kill Zarya right now, but you won't be able to when the patch goes through from the PTR. But and obviously Reinhardt and Winston, you can't like one-shot those. But generally pulling them into your team will do a ton of damage to them anyway because your team will fire at them. So yeah, you're either flanking the enemy, or you're on flank defense, or you are annihilating the Reinhardt barrier. So like right now, yeah, you want to be firing right clicks into the Reinhardt barrier, not into a Zarya's shield, mind you, because that's totally pointless. So you charge their Zarya quite a lot there. That's good, right? I don't know whether you meant to do that, because this is the other thing I want to talk about with the hook, and this is what I'm going to be focusing on in this video quite a bit, is when to actually use the hook in a frontal fight. I'm a Reinhardt player. I hate it. I absolutely hate it when my barrier goes down and then I get hooked straight into the enemy team, right? The person who does that is Roadhog, right? He applies tons of damage to the barrier and then he can hook you in and kill you, right? What you've done here is actually hook the Zarya, it looks like, after the Reinhardt has moved his barrier around, which would be extremely high skill, but I think you've just fired it at him. Yeah, that was okay. That was still fine. Oh, yeah, right. So when you heal, turn around. When you're healing, turn around, like spin around. Don't look at the team, because when you're spinned around, you've got a smaller crit box on the back of your head, so it's harder for them to headshot you. Always get into the habit of doing that. Like, you don't necessarily have to worry about hooking and then moving like you had to do in the past, because everybody gets hooked in front of you now. So it's actually easier to hook. Don't know what happened there. That should have got... All right, so you've decided to use the ultimate here. I don't think this is a bad use of the ultimate, to be fair, but you've got to remember, look who is standing here, right? Using your ult, that's a Roadhog, basically, right? Using your ultimate when there's a Roadhog around is a bad idea, because all he's got to do is hook you, and then your ultimate's over, right? So Roadhog's ultimate is a bit of a strange one. It's not this... It is powerful. I mean, it can do the most damage, right, out of any ultimate in the game. If you're blasting people point blank range, if you've got them like maybe in a graviton, or hell, if you're nano boosted as well, it's super strong. But generally, it's used to push people around, or knock people off the map, or just like maybe force people away from points and stuff like that. But here, it's kind of not a bad situation to use it, because they've gravitoned your team. That's why I think you've used it. You've heard the grav, and you're like, right, let's go. But who's actually in the grav? There's one person there. Your mercies flew out of it. There's somebody behind, because we can see the mercy beam. But yeah, I'd expect you to get hooked here. So we'll see what happens. Or get put to sleep. That's the other thing, which could happen. Yeah, so we got to back up here. There's really not much we can do. We've got to go. Like, at this moment in time, they have it, right? We have to run back, because they will come through the door and they will kill your respawns and kill you. You've just got to run away. Just keep backing up. Keep backing up. Remember, turn around. Yeah, so, I mean, you've done the right thing. You've backed up. That's cool. Reinhardt is... I don't know what he's doing. He needs to get back. You need to either get the high ground or back up. I mean, usually you want the high ground, right? Almost all of the time you want the high ground. Like, you want to be getting up to this high ground up here, not sort of staying here. Right, this is good. Burn the barrier. Because you're winning the barrier war now, right? If you're firing into their barrier before their Roadhog is firing into yours, you're going to win. And look at that. The barrier was destroyed, and that allowed your soldier to tack visor through that and just kill them. Also, it was very nice. This is too many ultimates, though. That was an absolute waste of that Reinhardt's ultimate. This is something which happens at lower levels as well. Too much ultimate use. The next fight, the enemy team has the ultimate advantage, right? They will have Earth Shatter, which is going to be a problem for your team. But that's not necessarily something you can control. Alright, so... See this position in here? It is like... It's not too great. You should be up on the high ground somewhere. Maybe in the shuttle behind over there. Because you can hook down and pull them up. You know, remember what I said about flanks? It can be very powerful. Genji's crazy. Now, that wasn't too bad, but this isn't a great position, really. I've got to pause this. The reason why your team have lost that fight there is the positioning was really bad from everybody. You should have been on the high ground, not just sitting on the low ground, letting them attack you, because you have no advantage fighting them on the low ground. In fact, you're actually helping them. Whereas if you're on the high ground, it's going to be harder for them to attack you. But again, that's the thing teams are going to have to do. Like, your Reinhardt player would have to go up there, and then you need to be with him. Like, a lot of the time, you want to be with your Reinhardt so you can help him win the barrier war. Because that's what a lot of this Reinhardt versus Reinhardt comes down to. That hook should have hit there. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he got the soldier to me. Yeah, so where you are now is actually a really good position, right? To attack them as they push the payload through here. Obviously, it's kind of a bit late because they're sort of like, well, they're there. And they've got like, what, 4 meters to push the payload, which is not great. But this shuttle here is something you need to get used to using. Like, if you were on the high ground, like over here, you could throw hooks down and grab them as they come through, or you could throw them down the other way and grab them. It's such a powerful position. Like, I cannot state how powerful it is controlling high ground. And I'm just going to take a drink. See, so you're doing it. You're doing it from the high ground now. That's okay. That's okay. All right, so we're going in with the whole hog. That's what I was worried about. You cannot. I mean, look at his face. You cannot whole hog, right? When the enemy Roadhog is there, and you know he's got his hook up, right? What we didn't know before you did that is we did not know where the Roadhog was. You just jumped straight down and popped the big bad ultimate, right? It was working, right? You were knocking back the Reinhardt and whoever the hell that was with him. But then this big bad Roadhog has shut you down with a standard ability, which is really, really bad. And now you're dead. So you literally did nothing there. Shit. Yeah, and I can hear you talking to yourself. Oh no, man, shit. But the only reason that happened is because you weren't aware of where the Roadhog was. See, like earlier on where we got hit by the Ana, we've got to think, where's Ana? All right, Ana's, whatever. But where's the Roadhog? The Roadhog is the one that we don't really want to get caught by. And we obviously don't want to get caught by the Ana sleep dart as well. But, yeah, that was just popping your ultimate without being aware of what's going on. Sounds like they've rezzed. That's unfortunate, like... I was about to say, no, don't push onto the payload, but they rezzed and it was still kind of being contested and whatever. Now you've got to die. Just die. There's nothing you can really do. I'd be surprised if you get away from this. So the danger now, because you haven't died, is you get killed now and it is a major delay. So a lot of Overwatch is all about resyncing your spawns in a lot of ways. You don't want to be staggered. You want to be respawning as a team. It's why you'll notice pro players or even higher level players into GM and above. When a push fails, they'll jump off the map and kill themselves. What you've done here, though, is you have moved back, taking a lot of damage, so you're very low, and you're probably going to heal yourself now and get the health pack. But if they kill you and they're pushing really quick now, it will be really bad, because everybody else on your team is respawning, and you will be dead. So I hope they don't get you. Okay, look, it looks like you've made it, so it's okay. Whoa, okay, you need heals. Spam the heal thing. Spam the, it's bound to X on the keyboard. I need heals, or ask for them. Like, I know you said you don't talk too much in this game, but you actually said hello to the team. Don't be afraid to say, I need healing. Because the healers will heal you. I'm not saying like, I need heals, give me the heals. Alright, so I was expecting this to happen. Their Roadhog is ulting, you've just been gravitoned, and it looks like Zarya in that door there has just been hit with nano boost. So she's probably got high energy. You are defensively ulting here. I'd expect you to die. You've been put to sleep straight away, and you're dead. Yeah. So that was a complete waste of your ultimate, right? Sometimes you're just going to lose fights, and you've got to accept that. This is, again, something I noticed at lower levels where people just blow their ultimates. It's like, oh, shit, we're in a graviton, use my ulti. Don't do that. Imagine if you had your ultimate now. In fact, this is the thing we're going to do now. Imagine if you had your ultimate right now, right? What could you do different here? You're going to run forward. Actually, it looks like your team have won the fight anyway. That was a waste of his ultimate. Alright, your team won the fight anyway. But imagine if your team hadn't have won that fight, you had your ultimate, you could come out and just start smashing it into him instead of wasting it. So... your ultimate use has been not great this game so far.
By who, dude?
By the soldier. I think this is a good card for Reaper. I think he can drop down everywhere.
I think the team comp's okay. I mean, it depends on McCree having accuracy. You're doing the right thing here, working the barrier. Looks like you're going around for a flank, which is not too bad. Soldier's dead. Always keep an eye on the kill feed, right? Because now Soldier... Like, what you've got to think is Soldier's dead, so their Soldier is now occupying the high ground. So if we look here, right? We knew our Soldier was up there. He's now dead. Their Soldier has this position. That is a very, very powerful position for a Soldier, because he can just shoot at absolutely everything, and that's what he loves to do. So now, what we've got to be thinking is, right, we've got to get rid of their Reinhardt barrier, and hope that ours doesn't get destroyed as quick, basically. And you've just got to play defensively, because you cannot get rid of him. Like, the only person who can get him on your team now is the McCree, I think. So we'll see what happens. I'd expect you to take a lot of damage off this. So, Lucio sound barrier, that's good. Why aren't you working on the barrier? You should have been firing into the barrier there. No. You said you're a Roadhog main. What the hell was that? I've got to ask, what the hell is that? Why are you trying to... Like, Roadhog is close range, right? Why are you trying to right-click this? What the hell? You'll never hit that. This big red thing, destroy that. Absolutely destroy it. It is. I play loads of Reinhardt, right? Destroying that thing is the best thing you can do in this situation. Oh, this is greed. This is absolute greed. You know that the Soldier is the main one you've got to get rid of, right? He's in a good position. But you can't walk into the enemy team like this. I mean, a nightmare. An absolute nightmare is about to happen. Look at this lad. What's he going to do? Oh, dearie me. He is going to absolutely annihilate you. You are dead. I would say you are absolutely dead. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, your team got a res, though. Oh, you didn't actually die, you got really low, but your team's been battered. Left click, yes. You've got that down to a T, though. Whenever a Reinhardt's on top of you, just left click him, blow him away. Decent hook. Heal. They've rezzed. Reinhardt behind. Reinhardt's going to be behind. Oh, shit. This is a much better ultimate, in a way, because you're pushing people away. Alright, that was a much better ultimate there. I think it was out of panic because they're so close to pushing the payload in. But that actually did disrupt the enemy team quite well there. It's a shame you don't have a Zarya, because if you did, you could combo with your Zarya. So she gravitons and then you can blast them in the grav, but you don't have that. Missed hook on the Soldier. You know what I'm noticing actually with your hooks? You're a bit like, you see a target and you fire the hook straight away. You don't have to do that. If you see a target, take a little, take a half a second or something just to aim and then fire the hook. You will hit a lot more hooks with that. I don't really play that much Roadhog. I mean, I know how he should be played, but I noticed that I was doing this. I was throwing the hook out really quick. And when I noticed that actually, if I just sort of take my time and throw it out every now and again, or, well, throw it out with a bit of purpose instead of just chucking it out when I see a target, I'd land a lot more hooks. And I was getting like 66% hook accuracy and things like that, which probably isn't super high, but for me, that was pretty good.
No problem, you can be offensive.
Alright. Well, Genji can be played on defense, but it just... it depends if the player's any good. Which is always an issue around about these levels. It's like, yeah, take Genji, but he might not be very good. Or take McCree, and he might miss all the shots. Okay, work that barrier. Yeah. I'm going to take a drink. Keep working the barrier. Work the barrier. What are you doing? Get up. Why are you hiding? Work. Like, what you should... Right. I'm sorry. This is annoying me. What you should be doing is, right, you should be about here, right? You should smash this barrier to pieces with your right click. I was going to go with your right click, but it doesn't actually show you that. With your right click, smash it, right? And then hook, and then hook, and then kill. And that is such a crazy powerful thing to do. But running away when you've got this much health, what are you doing? Be aggressive. Oh, no. See, you wasted it. Wasted the hook, and you charged Zarya. I don't mean to sound harsh, but I'm just trying to... Coach Sty activated. God, smash it. Yes, do it. Yes. No. No, what the hell was that? Why did you throw the hook into the barrier? Did you expect it to break? No. Only throw it when you know it's broke.
Ryan flanking, Ryan flank.
Flanking Reinhardt. Holy hell.
Soldier behind you.
Right. Now you're behind them, yeah? This actually isn't too bad. You might be able to get a hook onto Anna. I mean, Anna is the one you want to kill, right? She's the most high priority target. Reinhardt's above. You know Reinhardt's above. You just seen his barrier. Help the Genji. Hang on a minute. Now he's down there. What happened there? If we'll go back and have a look at this. I swear to God, I see the Reinhardt up there. Oh, he must have charged off. Have a look at it. What? Oh, God, not that hook again.
Ryan flanking, Ryan flank.
Yeah, it's the magical flanking Reinhardt.
Ryan is going high ground. Ryan high ground. Soldier behind you.
Okay, yeah, he charged. He did charge, alright.
Drop down.
Work the barrier. Move back to your team. Yeah, that's cool. See, another thing you could do is go through that door to your right and try and maybe get a cheeky hook down that way. But I wouldn't really be looking at leaving the team right now. I mean, we've just lost Lucio, which is a big problem. And we really want to win the barrier fight, because it's going to be a straight-up fight. There's 1 minute left. A lot of ultimates are going to get used. Burn that barrier, yeah. So Reinhardt has ulted you from the left. Charged in. You've got a hook, right? You've got to save your team from this Reinhardt. Hook him. Hook him. Hook him. Hook him. Oh, no. If you hooked him, you would have killed him then. You would have pulled him up to you and killed him. You had to hook him there because he was smashing somebody on your team to bits. If they died, that would have been bad. You should have absolutely hooked that Reinhardt. Wait. You let him run away. Hook him. Better late than never. See, don't worry about the fact that he's nano boosted. You're Roadhog. He's not going to do that much damage to you. Nice. Yeah, just go through. Don't use your ult. No. I said don't use your ult and then you used it. That is a complete waste of the ultimate, right? You have won this fight. Why are you ulting them? They're running away. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. I've seen like 4 or 5 ultimates in this game and only one of them has been any good. Ultimates win the game. They absolutely win the game. I mean, look, there's 10 seconds left. They're going to be able to attack. Right? Imagine now if you've got your ultimate. Somebody's going to come around the corner now and try and contest this. You can blast them back. You can stop them getting to the payload. He's going to charge. He has to charge. Right, imagine now, right? You're in the grab. You can see the grab. What a time to pause. You can see the grab there, right? You are in the horrific grab. You're hooking the Reinhardt to you, it looks like. So he's going to be near the payload. Imagine if you ulted right now. Oh, baby. And your Reinhardt keeps his barrier up to protect you. Well, then it's GG. Well, it's not GG, but we're the end of the round. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. See there, Hog ulted? Nice hook. You saved him. You saved him. Right, it looks like you're going to hold.
There you go. No chance.
Oh, yeah.
Anna, yes. Mind you, she's the only one left, so it was like, whatever. Alright. Right, nice one. Okay, so, yes, that was a bit hairy at the end. If you saved your ultimate, you could have stopped that. Alright, so we're going to take a look now on the attack and see what you can do. So, your hooks were not great, right? This is not a bad place to go, but you're just charging that area. I don't know why, whatever. That's a good place to go, right? Try and go for a cheeky quick hook. Now you want to go, you could go with the team on the low ground. You can basically go higher or lower. See what you can get. Fire into that barrier. We know his hook's down, right? Well, every time we know the enemy Roadhog hook is down, nice hook. That's actually huge. That is absolutely huge. That's bad off them for waiting. Huge. Go on them. Just go. What you should be saying now in the voice comms is go. Just attack them. Just kill them. Just drive in. They've got no Anna. Uh-oh. You be dead. Well, alright, well played. He must have run out of ammo. I don't know why he didn't fire at you then. He should have killed you.
Just the two tanks.
Also as well, when you left click melee as well, like hook, left click melee. Like you could have fired and meleeed him maybe for a little bit extra damage, but
Great.
Alright, well that was easy. That was easy.
Go.
This is cool. That was random, I think. No. Jesus Christ. No. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? That hook was lucky, but you fired it into, like, 3 people. So you're going to get somebody and you killed the Mercy. Pushing forward to get the respawns is the right thing to do on Gibraltar after you take the first point like that. Using your ultimate here is absolutely horrifically bad because now you won't have it for the proper fight. This fight is won. They're dead.
Nice. Great.
Like, that is just a complete waste. I'm sorry, but that is horrific. And you've triggered me. It is horrific. You don't need to be on the payload, right? Go forward.
Yeah, we can stay on the payload. Chill.
No.
I'm just pushing a little
Thank
bit.
you. That's very nice of you. Wow.
It doesn't like it. keeping 3 on the payload at all times doesn't really matter as much, right? Holding a good position is more important. Yeah, you need somebody on the payload, right? Reinhardt or the Lucio or the Mercy, whatever, they can stand in it. Not you. You should be taking the high ground. What you should be doing here, right, is getting up through these steps here, right, and getting onto the high ground. Because they're going to be coming through. Well, they're not going to come through here, but they're going to be over there, right? When they're over there, you're going to be able to hook them from above. And that is exactly what you want to be doing. Because if you can grab somebody, like, go above, run through the shuttle, grab somebody from behind, take out that Ana. Their defense is dead. Like, they've lost that fight then. Anyway, we decided to stay front. We want to work on the barrier. Right, these hooks, like, I don't want you hooking before you've destroyed the barrier unless you can absolutely hook somebody, because you're just wasting the hook. Because watch how fast this is going to go down. Right, you've got a hook now. All right. All right, their barrier, I think, was still up because not everybody was firing that. So, that was a nice hammer down. Backing up's the right thing to do. Push forward now. Right, you've got sound barrier. Just go in. They're rezzing, but you've got a sound barrier. No, these hooks again. You cannot hook through the barrier. I know you know this, and you're trying to do it for some reason I don't know. Destroy the barrier. Like, I don't know why you're not focusing the barrier. You need to focus the barrier more. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, the Roadhog behind me.
So you literally did nothing in that fight. It was almost you had like too many targets to fire at. I know you wanted to kill the Mercy, which is fine. Because obviously killing her would be great. But she's already rezzed, so screw the Mercy now. There's not the res danger. I'd have been working on the barrier. Yeah, you've just said it. You've just said it.
Yeah, clunge.
That guy's name's terrible, by the way, and he will be getting reported. I'm not going to explain what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, moving on. You've said we need to get high ground. What are you doing? Get the high ground. Get the high ground, man. Go up there. We knew he was up there. Right, you knew he was up there. You knew that Roadhog was up there. You should have said, Hog is in the shuttle. Soldier got killed by him. That's your fault. Talk to your team. Oh, no. It's always the worst thing with Roadhog. He doesn't have enough ammunition. He should have a 20 shots in his magazine. Oh, my God. Oh, God, I'm going to take a drink. Holy hell, my voice is going.
Bro, it's all about picks.
I think I'm getting a cold or something. No. Ugh. Ugh. What are you doing? What the hell is this you're hiding?
We just need to get through this choke.
The Reaper.
I can come with you on the high ground.
Right. This I actually really like this area of the map, the sort of hangar phase. You're standing here and you want to get the high ground, right? So you can get the high ground this way, right? But to get up to there, you'd have to run back round. It's a bit of a long way, right? Maybe you could have been doing that while all your team was respawning if you wanted to get up there safely, because we know the enemy team's around there. Staying here like this is okay, right? But you know the high ground is important. You've even said it, but you're not trying to take it. Don't even go out there. Do not even go out there without a Reinhardt barrier. We know they've got a Roadhog. If he hooks you, you're dead. This is very dangerous. Your Reinhardt needs to be in front of you.
Yeah, let's go.
Always work behind the Reinhardt barrier. Yes, you're taking the high ground. Genji's got a kill. Right, right. I don't want you to do this. Remember what I said about flanking and how strong it can be? Firing into this here, right, is okay. But look where you are. You are in a much better position. Their Roadhog is dead. So you can absolutely do whatever the hell you like. You should go through here, through the shuttle, round the back here, throw hooks into this area. If you hook one of these supports, I think that might be Soldier there. I don't know. But if you hook Ana, well, your team have won the fight. Remember, you take out high-value targets, and Ana is the highest-value target ever.
She's in the back.
I don't think that was anyone. The other person I highlighted, it was just a piece of the floor. But Ana was there anyway. You're doing it. Oh, you're doing it. Yes, you're doing it. Right, we want to look for a hook. Look for a hook. No. You've just given away your high-ground positioning. You could have hooked that nano-boosted Reinhardt up to you, and it would have crowd-controlled it. Oh, no. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Why are you ulting this? Everybody is dead. There's 2 people left and you're using the ulti.
That's all we need to do. Good job.
That was a complete waste again, because now you need your ultimate for this corner, because it's right. Their respawn's go. Now imagine if you've got your ultimate. This is what I want you to keep thinking about, right?
Yeah, it was really fucking funny.
This position is okay. Remember, be careful. We don't want to get hooked by their hog.
4 minutes.
All right, bit of BM. We love a bit of BM. You've got. Imagine if you had your ultimate going. Right, what's going to happen now? Big fight. You need your ultimate, right? Imagine if you had it. Work the barrier. All right, you've been hit with that. You've been hooked in. You've hooked in back. Right then. Right then. Look what has just happened. A massive earth shatter has just been dropped by your Reinhardt. You can just... If you had your ulti, let's see what... Imagine if you had your ulti right and how much damage you could do. You're still doing a lot of damage anyway. You're ulting into this. Imagine just blasting them all away. You've lost 2 people though, so I don't think it would have made much difference. Nah, you would have lost it.
Save your nano for me, please.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I don't know actually. I don't know actually. Kind of... I don't know actually. Oh no, you got killed. Alright, so... Given the way the fight went, it probably wouldn't have made much difference if you did use your ultimate then. However, it was a much better time to use it than at the end of a one fight, which is when you used it inside the hangar. So if you used it there, maybe it could have made the difference, right? We'll never know, but that's why you should never just be mental and throw the ulti out whenever.
1 HP. 1 HP Mercy.
Reaper, whatever. Reaper's 1 HP Mercy. He's the only guy there. What are you doing, Reaper?
Group up, guys.
Mercy might have a res now. In fact, I would say she has a res. So, we want her to die. Group up was a good call, whoever made that.
Okay, we're ready.
The soldier's high ground from the right. Road, if you can try to hook him. Mercy's also there.
Yeah. So, yeah. You see the soldier? They called the soldiers top right. Genji's up there.
Nice.
Reaper's killed him. That's pretty good. So that was a bit of indecision there. You were going to go around the side and then you thought, no, I'll stay with the team. You should have stayed with the team there. We knew where Mercy and Soldier were. They were on the high ground. We could see them. We should have been with the team and tried to hook them down. Killing them would have basically won the fight.
5%.
Yeah, I was about to say, talking about basically winning the fight, I think that they've got Graviton and she's just used it. We know they don't have Earth Shatter. Tac Visor, we know they've got that, I think, but he's dead, so that's okay. So they've grabbed you here with no follow-up because they don't have the Roadhog ult because they used it. I say that, they're using it. That's a pretty fast Roadhog ult you picked there. That shows you, though, Reaper got a pretty good kill there. Right, let's pause. This is going a bit crazy. So that there is an example of the Graviton Roadhog combo. It does a ton of damage. They were kind of unlucky there. Your Reaper, though, has absolutely killed them with Death Blossom. And your soldier's ulting pointlessly. Or is it their soldier? No, it was their soldier, wasn't it? Yeah. It's their soldier. I apologise. But he did ult pointlessly. Total waste. No! What the hell? No. You don't need to ult here. Look at the kill feed. Look at the kill feed. Anna's dead. We kill her. We don't need the ult to kill her. Alright. You managed to push it in and win anyway, but we didn't need to use the ult there.
Good game, man.
Alright then, that's enough of that. That's destroyed my eardrums. Do I even dare this play? Oh my god. Right, whatever. Useless hog, the enemy team says. Right, let's take a look at what we've seen there. So, big thing, ultimate use is terrible. You're using your ultimate at random times. Don't do that. Try and rein it in a little bit, because if you've got your ultimate... Like, basically, don't use your ultimate if you've won a team fight. Your hooks, you are hooking straight away. Maybe take a split second just to think, all right, do I have somebody as a target? Yeah, okay. Remember, the hook's actually got quite a large hitbox. So generally, if you're firing it at people, you will normally get them. And given the way it is now, it'll pull them in front of you, and then you can just fire at them and kill them. Remember, though, left click and then melee. That's basically the combo. Then left click them again. Or primary fire, melee, primary fire. Take the high ground. You even said in the video, guys, take the high ground, then only really took it once. I'd be taking it more, especially on maps like, well, Gibraltar. Hog is very powerful when he's on the high ground. Hooking people up to the high ground is great. They won't expect it for a start, and it's easier to land the hook on them as well, because there's, well, nothing in the way. You just fire it at them and it pulls them up. Work on the Reinhardt barrier a bit more, especially when you're in a frontal battle. And don't throw your hook out before you destroy the Reinhardt barrier. Remember, it's quite simple, right? Hollywood is actually a good map to sort of explain this on. If you're pushing towards the first point on Hollywood behind a Reinhardt shield and they've got a Reinhardt on the point, you're secondary firing into the Reinhardt barrier. As soon as it drops, then you throw your hook, you hook him into your team, and then he's dead. Super powerful. And I think that's kind of it. And also, talk more. You know, your soldier got killed inside the shuttle by their Roadhog, and you knew he was up there because you were waiting to try and hook him, and you didn't say anything, and then your soldier went in there and died. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Silencer, and this is Unit Lost, and my voice is about to die. My throat is on fire, and I hope you enjoyed this anyway. This has been overanalyzed, and it's been a look at a diamond level Roadhog. A pretty good player, I think. just a bit crazy with ultimate use, but I'm sure he'll get better in time. Remember, guys, if you want to send your videos into this series, you need to email them to overanalyzedow@gmail.com. And in the title of the email, put your SR, then put your heroes that you played, and then put the map that you played on in exactly the format you can see on the screen right now. And the very first line of the description must be a link to your video that has been uploaded on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm Mr. and I'll catch you next time. Oh, actually, remember, you can comment below with any kind of things you've seen. If you're a Roadhog main, I'd love to see your input, because remember, this is a community effort. We want to help everybody get better at the game. We can be critical, that's fine, but don't be aggressive and nasty to people. We're all here to get better. It doesn't matter what level you are, provided you want to get better at the game. That's all that really matters. All right, guys, I'm Salosa, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo. Ugh, I'm dying. Oh, God.